Guys, RB here, blogging from paradise. Today we're going to talk about one way to make more money blogging that has nothing to do with blogging. Now, technically it doesn't, but of course it has to do with everything. But really doesn't have to do with blogging, nothing directly. Uh-oh. He's a little upset. Here comes Delilah saying, hey, stop giving attention to other human beings, computers, and she works her way in, which is really, really cool. Now, this is kind of a confusing concept to most individuals because they're so focused on making money through their blog. Chris, good to see you, bro. And thanks, One Eyeball. Thanks, Judy, for joining. It's so good to see you. Remember to relax, guys. My videos seem wild and crazy. Relaxation is the key to it. Ooh, Delilah. Don't make the Facebook Live go out. If you are trying to make money through your blog and you really, really want to ramp things up, turn things up, boost your profits. Oh, Delilah, come here. Get on my lap, honey. The one way to make more money with your blog that has nothing to do with blogging is expanding your money consciousness, developing your money consciousness. Ooh, Delilah, stop eating my oatmeal. She's being very, very fresh today. Guys, this is such a mind screw in so many ways because if you are desperately trying to make money with your blog more than anything and you just can't seem to crack the code, money flows into your life with ease or appears to sprint from you, say hi to Delilah, with ease, or it just appears to not be making its way into your pocket because you don't have a developed money consciousness. More importantly, here's the basic idea behind money. It's an energy game. It is 100% an energy game. Tim, thanks so much for joining. Great to see you over there on Periscope, and thanks for eyeballs. Money is 110% an energy game. And this means that you allow money into your experience when you don't resist money. Now, this is a very challenging concept to understand at first because every single blogger out there, virtually almost everyone, and I do it sometimes myself, we say things like, well, thanks so much for joining. Well, if you just... Come here, Delilah. Crap or get off the pot, kiddo. If you will just create value and make friends, the money follows. And that, in essence, energetically, is not true. I made friends and I created value for many, many years with my blog, and I did the right things and nothing happened. I didn't make a cent for many, many years, or at least anything appreciable. For many months I didn't make a cent, and then for years I barely sniffed $100. I just made like nothing, and I'm thinking, what the frick is wrong here? I'm creating the value, I'm making the friends, why aren't I making any money? And I didn't realize that making money through my blog had, in essence, nothing to do... Hey, Scott. Good to see you, bro. Nothing to do with the actions I was moving into, but it had everything to do with, I eventually learned, the energy behind my actions. Now, this will screw with your mind, because you'll look at yourself and be like, you know what? I feel positive. I'm a really high energy guy. I'm a good person. I do things with love. I'm making friends with big dogs. I'm doing everything Ryan is talking about. But I'd ask you at that point, and this is where it's difficult to understand in the beginning, but then you start to see, oh, now I get it. Who are you being? And as your being changes, the energy behind your actions change, and in many cases, they'll change. And I'll give you a perfect example, the actions themselves. For the longest time, I was doing some moderate blog commenting, and I was creating some value and, not doing this shit, not really doing the Facebook Live videos. Then a number of months back, I had a breakthrough, right, Chansey? Where I embraced a hellish deep fear around money, like a really horror, a real terror. This is something, most people don't go to these spaces. They just kind of get a job and they have some money flowing in, they may not be happy, or maybe they'll have some success with their blog and they're in a comfort zone. Well, I sprinted the fuck out of that comfort zone into a money horror, a terror. But at that point, after I faced, embraced, and released those feelings, which really wasn't that bad, it was just feelings, just energy in your mind, around losing all my money, which I've done in the past. I've been down to 4 cents, and I've been $70,000 in debt. I don't advise that. But it's the place I went to because I resisted this money thing. I became an absolute dynamo after that, where I was always pretty dynamic, but then I started writing and self-publishing. Oh, you gotta go. 3 to 5 guest posts almost every single day. I shouldn't say self-publishing, publishing. And then I was commenting on 1020 after reading the post, commenting on 1020 blogs a day. And there was such a different energy. I was moving into different actions, and there was such a different, just dramatically energized jolt behind what I was doing. I started doing these Facebook Live videos every day. I became so detached from outcomes where I didn't give a shit. I didn't care about views. I didn't care if nobody was watching. I didn't care if it was 1 eyeballs or 0 eyeballs or whatever the heck. And it was just such a different vibe. Thanks so much, Zahid, for joining. Really good to see you. That I made more money. And it was funny because like the same day that I made this, I dove into the fear, and this is one of the things to develop the money consciousness. People just think, oh, just be abundant, but so much of it is rooting out the freaking horrors. Developing your money consciousness often involves embracing your terror of loss, of losing everything. Like, how would it look right now if you looked in your bank account and it was 0? What is that feeling like? And to some people, they'd want to shoot themselves. They'd want to kill themselves. Other people would just be so mortified and embarrassed. Now, I've been down that road. I know what that feels like. So I was able to clear it out. I felt what it actually was. I didn't just push it. And I'm like, oh my God, after I cleared it out, well, the same day I did that, I remember selling one of my courses. And I had some resistance in the area for a little bit, selling my courses. I was making money, but it just wasn't moving along at the rate I thought it should have been. But I had to develop my money consciousness by embracing my fear of losing money. So I remember selling my course, and I'm like, oh, that was such a quick, the sale was $350, but after the commissions through, I'm trying to think if it goes through PayPal or not. Yeah, it goes through PayPal. After the PayPal, oh no, that goes direct, doesn't it? I'm trying to remember now. Oh yeah, that's right. No, it does. You take a little commission. So whatever. I was like, oh, it's a quick $340. Like it was nothing. I was like, oh wow, that's so easy. And just like yesterday, I talked to a client, and it was $200 an hour. My rate is $200 an hour. So it's like for an hour's worth of play, which I really enjoy, I received $200. Thanks so much, P. Really appreciate it. And I'm like, how easy is that? How cool is that? I remember when I used to struggle. I used to charge. It was a freaking pittance, $25 an hour, because it was just a suggestion for my consulting. It was a form of insanity. And now people pay me $200 an hour. But it doesn't matter. It's all moot. I made more money blogging, and I just received my affiliate Amazon Associates check, and I get my checks from Amazon. I'm saying checks with payment, like all these streams and various consulting streams. And Ibish, thanks so much for joining. Really great to see you. And it's one of those things where I made more money through my blog, and it had nothing to do with blogging. I had to get off site and deal with fears of losing money. And it's unpleasant, but the upside is just you're going to make more money than you'd made before, and you're going to do it easily. That's the key. You're going to be working. Oh no, you're going to move into inspired actions. You're going to pull back from working. The energy's going to be there though, so when you do stuff, it's going to be fun. You'll be backed. Your actions will be backed by a totally different energy. Not, oh, I'm going to rate this guest post, and then it's going to be rejected anyway because I'm no good. That's how a loser thinks. So when I say loser, I'm not trying to say something insulting, like you're a loser. I'm talking about someone who perpetually believes in loss. Like, I'm wasting my time anyway submitting this guest post. I'm wasting my time writing this blog comment anyway. Why even tweet out my consulting page? Nobody's going to click on it anyway. That's how a loser thinks. And that's someone who believes primarily in loss, lack, and limitation. Now, they don't have a highly developed money consciousness, because money just flows into your experience based on your allowance of it into your experience. And so much of that allowance, whether it's through your blog or through the freaking carrier pigeon, or if the cat brought me a dime in its mouth, which would be cool, because I'm waiting for that manifestation to happen. Of course, the dime would have to be dropped inside the house because the cats never leave the house here in New Jersey. But if you want to really root out those money limiting beliefs, or you want to develop your money consciousness, that's where it's going to happen. You're going to have to root out your fear of loss of money to be more of a gainer instead of a loser. And by loser, again, it's not that connotation. If you're a freaking loser, it's literally relaxing and understanding that what you're doing energetically is backed by loss. So you're an energetic loser. And you can't build a successful blog when you think you're losing all the time. You can't build a prospering blog. You can't have, whatever, I have 10 or 11 income streams. You can't even think about the income streams because you'll self-sabotage. You'll be like, you know what, I got to get around to an income stream. And you'll say that this week, and then you'll say it next week, and you'll say it next month, and you'll say, I really got to get... And it's like you're sitting on the sideline, but of course the only reason you haven't started making money with your blog, or you haven't started an income stream today, is because you're terrified to lose money. And you'll say, no, I have no problems with that. It's just not time. It's always time to make money. Not from a hustling standpoint, but just let the shit in. Let money in. It's easy, but you have to deal with your terror of loss. Mana, thanks so much for joining. Good morning. So guys, this is not a particularly comfortable process at times, but it's so fun and so freeing. Good morning, Mana. And it's just this whole idea of making money through your blog by offline, away from your blog, developing your money consciousness by embracing your fear and terror of loss. And you'll know. You know how to do it. Put money in your hand. Yeah, get it live, Chris. Get that ebook out there. 980 pages. Wow. And holding. Yeah, get that ebook out there. Not in a place of hurry or rush, but just like, okay, I'm going to start making money with it. Words, not pages. Oh, I got you. Okay, 180 words. Yeah, maybe like a couple thousand would be pretty solid, but whatever you think word count-wise. And just commit today. Say tomorrow. Say, hey, just say to yourself, Chris, it's Thursday morning now, right? I lose track. I live very much in the moment, and I don't, But say, like, by Friday night, that ebook, I'm going to publish it on Amazon, self-publish it, or wherever you're going to publish it. Or if you have no idea, just put it on Amazon, because that's like the best space. You're going to get the most exposure and, credibility, all that good stuff. So just say, Saturday morning, say right now, Chris, by Saturday morning, that sucker's going live. And you will see, by making that clear, distinct decision, you drop everything else, it'll go live. You'll see. It's just that, like, dive in, and I'm going to start making money with it. I'm not doing it to make money, but it's an income stream, and that's like that money consciousness, like, open those streams. And it's scary, but you want to focus on the fun and the freedom more than the fear. Hey, always be kind, Spiral Boy. Thanks, guys. So, thanks to Eyeballs. So, guys, of course it has to do with everything, because money is like life. Life is an energy game. Money is an energy game. It's very difficult to... Hey, Nate. What's up? Very difficult thing, and hello, Robin. Thanks for joining. To embrace, because we're so focused on this idea of doing and hustling to get. If I work enough, and I see this on Quora, I can't kick that, man. I say Quora like I'm from New Jersey more than like any other word. Quora. I see it on Quora, and I see it on the Warrior Forum. I can't help it. Relax. All the time, hey, Rye. Or no, some people direct it to me, but usually it's more generic. And they're like, hey, folks. Hey, Chris, thank you, man. Thanks for joining. It's so much fun to chat. I'm not talking to myself all day long. No, some people listen to these videos. Some people watch them. But I see it on Quora. I see it on Warrior Forum. Folks are like, how many page views to make money? None. Or 50 million. It doesn't work that way. It's still the salary mindset. If I just put in enough time and work hard enough, I'm going to get a paycheck. Bullshit. Making money online, making money through your blog is not linear. Everything in life with money is energy. It may appear to be linear, and salary jobs are the closest thing you are to linear, because you put in hours and here's a paycheck. You put in 40 hours a week, you punch a time clock, or you just, you put on your 40 and every Thursday you get a check. That's the closest thing to linear in this universe to making money. And even then there's an energetic component. Dee Dee, thanks so much for joining. But if you really, really, really want to make money through your blog, and has nothing to do with blogging, shut off the freaking computer, get offline, and do things like feel money. Look at money. Look at a $5 bill. Look at a $20 bill, and then feel it in your hands. How does it make you feel? Most people make them feel nervous, because you know what it is? They believe in scarcity, and they feel that money, and they're like, oh my God, I gotta be careful with this. This is 20 freaking bucks. And of course it's not 20 bucks. It's a piece of paper that humans agreed on as a means of exchange. Like it used to be sheep back in the day, and seashells. Amen, Howard. You know how it goes, bro. So good to see you, man. You know how we roll. But the thing is, if you feel the money, it used to be, the means of exchange used to be seashells, sheep, all types of things. We just agreed on something called money. It's just money. That's it. That's all that it is. And people hand it back and forth. And you're like, here, take this paper with green ink on it in America. And in Thailand, it's baht. I'm trying to look for some baht here. I know we brought some back. And you see the king's image on the baht. And some are green, some are pink. And then you have your coins, which are still baht. They're not like change per se. And it's just something people hand back and forth. But feel it in your hands. Look at numbers on a screen. How does that make you feel when you pay $50? And it's like, then you'll start diving into the terror around losing it. And when you clear that stuff out, then you become more fearless, and you'll do things from a more detached space. And you'll have a prospering energy backing your actions, and it'll be fun, it'll be enjoyable. Like I was talking about following your passion, so many folks never do that. They never do that. And you know why they don't do it? Because they have a poorly developed money consciousness, because they're afraid of loss. They're a loser, not from the aspect of you're a loser, but everything they do energetically is backed by loss. So if everything they're doing is backed by loss, what are they going to manifest energetically? Loss. They're going to lose all their money. Of course. And they're going to be surrounded by people who just are losers. And by losers, I mean not jack-offs, not clowns. I mean individuals, human beings who are awesome, but all of their actions, like virtually their entire lives, and here comes the landscaper, so that's cool too, is backed by the energy of loss. I'm doing this and I'm losing. I'm going to lose money, or I'm working so hard and I'm barely getting by, instead of a place of abundance and love and fun. And that's why I talk about following your freaking passion. And it's going to be uncomfortable, it's going to be scary, because the more you follow your passion, you're going to be taken down this road where sometimes you may see the appearance of lack and limitation. You'll write 5 guest posts this week, and you'll comment on 50 blogs, and then you'll see no subscribers to your email list. What am I doing wrong? You know what? You're being wrong. And no, you're not being wrong, but you know what you're being? A loser. It's because you're looking at your email and you're thinking, I've lost. And that's your energy. And how do you root that lost energy out? By sitting and by eating an energetic shit sandwich. By crying your eyes out. By punching a pillow, grabbing one of these things and punching it and being so disgusted with being an energetic loser. And then you feel better. You go into a quiet room, you punch this. I'm so sick of feeling like a loser. If you guys would have known these sessions, you'd be like, oh, that's why he's happy. He went crazy with all his energetic loss, and he cried into a pillow. And it's the most powerful, tough thing you could do, to sit with your feelings of loss around money or around life, because it's so much deeper than you think. But in the same regard, it's not as difficult as you think. You just have to sit and be present for those emotions. So guys, a little under 20, I got to get into writing, man. I love this stuff. I love my job. I love my life. My clients rock. It's so fun chatting yesterday. And just interviews and writing. And it's such a blessing. Thank you all for joining. I always appreciate. I'd do it for the love of it if I was in a cyber cave and talking to myself. And in a way, I kind of am. No, I'm not. I know you guys are out there. But of course, I see myself on the screen and I'm like, oh, man. It's like a decent hair day for him today, but not as good. But no, thank you so much, Mana, Ivy, Zahid, Robin, Howard, Scott, everybody, man. Thanks, Chris. Thank you so much for joining. This call, this live video, this Periscope, this Facebook Live, let's call it simulcast, was all about one way to make more money blogging that has nothing to do with blogging. And I took this from my first chapter of my ebook, How to Build a Profitable Blog from the Inside Out. So if you like this stuff and you're like, man, this is good stuff, buy the ebook. It's on Amazon, How to Build a Profitable Blog from the Inside Out. It's on Amazon. You also find it on bloggingparadise.com. If you go to my blog page, the actual blog, and scroll down. But I just go right to Amazon. And buy that, because this is the first chapter. This is the concept I delve into. And if you want to make more money with your blog, you're going to do it really more quickly. It'll be uncomfortable. You should do it much more quickly when you do it from the inside out. And this is the game that you think has nothing to do with blogging in so many ways, but it has everything to do with blogging. And the cool thing about it too is when you develop this money consciousness around your blog, when you're building a profitable blog from the inside out, that abundant vibe is going to carry into so many other areas of your life. That's what makes it so amazing. Then you're going to make more money through investments. Oh, cool, my pension just went up $2,000 this month. Awesome. And that's the thing. Chris, thanks so much, man. Chris saying that it's a good book. He's going to read it again. Really appreciate it, brother. I really appreciate it. And it's fun because when you do it from the inside out It's uncomfortable sometimes, and it could be kind of painful because you got to explore it, but then things happen more easily because the energy behind your actions are all going to be about love, fun, and harmony, and you're going to align with people who are awesome and create this awesome content, connect with people, and you'll allow in money-making ideas. And if you have the income streams open, you'll steadily start making money through these streams. But more than that, it's just fun to do it this way. You'll work less, you'll play more. You might put in like a 15-hour day, but you won't be bragging to people, I work 15 hours. You'll be like, oh, I fucking love what I do. I worked 15 hours, so I worked 12 hours yesterday. I worked 9 hours. It's not work, man. I love what I do. And when you clear out this crap from the inside, that tension, that energy, then things are going to pop. Guys, I'm going to include this link on Amazon for you, or this link to my Facebook. I'll pin the comment to the ebook, so make sure you buy that bad boy on Amazon. And if you love it, leave me a lovely review. I'm going to link it right now. And on Periscopers, again, how to build a profitable blog from the inside out. You can find that on Amazon.com. Master, thanks so much for joining. And guys, that's it for today. We're at 20 minutes. I am going to bounce out here. I think my niece is going to bed, so I want to make sure she has a nice morning nap. Until next time, you guys know what to do. Buy the ebook, stop by bloggingparadise.com, and sign up for my emails to retire to a life of island hopping through smart blogging. More than that, though, just to have the practical tips to build a rocking blog, to live your dream through blogging. You know, boost your traffic, boost your profits, doing it energetically, and then moving into the practical, proven tips that help you rock it out. Until next time, you guys know what to do. I'm going to say ta-ta to my Facebook buddies. See you guys later. And until next time, enjoy paradise. And